What's up, YouTube? I am back with another episode of the Wiley Show. First of all, I enjoy being back. Right now, when I woke up this morning, I literally was just in an amazing feeling, and I was thinking about President Donald Trump because I was like, oh my gosh, why was I thinking about Trump? So I get an email from Trump saying that the Supreme Court will be talking about Donald Trump. And he won. All right. 9-0. 9-0. Trump won. Okay. 9-0. Trump won. He will be able to stay on the ballot. So all y'all stop. You don't want Trump to win. Vote for the other guy. All right. Don't cheat. Vote. All right. So when I saw that, I was amazed. I was excited. I was great. I felt like it was amazing because at the end of the day, it's only going to be two white men that you're going to have to vote for in November. All right? That's it. That is it. There is no other choices. Get it through your head that President Obama will not run again. Okay? He cannot do it according to the current Constitution, right? So it will be between two old white men. That's it. Make your choice or stay home. If you stay home, you have made your choice. And the data have proven if you black and stay home, chances are a Republican will win. That's according to the data. That is according to one of the University of Chicago, their political scientists, the Harvard political scientists, Howard political scientists. Anytime black folks stay at home, typically a Republican will win, period. That's just simple research, simple data. Now, station head, y'all head over to YouTube. I got because I got a show because Milagro responded to us, so we're gonna respond to her. So when I got on up, I said, wow, this is congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Who do I think is going to win this particular race? If everything keep going the way it's going, I believe Biden will win. It all depends on where the black base going to be. You know what I'm saying? If they come out in big numbers, then I can really tell that, Biden will win, because black folks, we got common sense. We already know who we feel like we got a better chance with. Not a guy with some gym shoes, not a guy that have multiple indictments, not a guy that pretty much when he was in office didn't do too much for the black community, didn't do too much about counseling student loan debt, didn't do too much about the infrastructure bill, didn't do too much of making internet affordable for people that can't afford it, didn't do too much about lowering the taxes under Trump. He actually did one of the greatest tax cuts for the rich, not for the poor. And he bragged that it's going to be a trickle down. It's going to be trickle down. It didn't trickle down nothing. Black folks had to work so hard, and we did not see more of our money, our wages going up. You know what them wealthy people did? They bought back stock. They made more investments. They said, oh man, we really going to do it. That's one of the stupidest thing ever. That to say that it's a trickle down. No, only people that's going to trickle down to is the wealthy. It ain't trickling down to the housekeeper that's making $12 an hour. It's not going to trickle down to the caregivers that's making $10 an hour. It's not going to trickle down to them, but the companies that's at top, they going to eat well. It's just like people just need to pay attention. Now, if you got money, if you got $40 million, $50 million, you got a Fortune 500 company, you will vote for a person like Trump, right? But if you're a person like me, check to check, that need that and that needed their student loan debt to be canceled, you need to take your chance with Biden. I have to take my chance with him because when I checked my credit report, when I seen that I was in $3,000 in student loan debt, the rest of it was canceled, I take my chance with President Biden. Because with President Donald Trump, he did not cancel the student loan debt. He could have did it when he was in office. He could have canceled it. And this whole idea that only Democrats got student debt is stupid. If you are a poor American, okay, that make less than $100,000, chances are you have gotten student loans if you went to somebody's college, for profit or university, or a public university, profit, nonprofit, etc., state, etc. So come on. But let's have this dialogue. And to give Trump, he just funny. He's entertaining. He needs to be on a reality show. Should he be the president? Absolutely not. He cannot be the president again. Why in the world would I take chances with a man that we was dealing with a crisis? He couldn't handle it. He made a joke out of it. He made fun out of it. That's why he lost. If he would have really took in the Rona serious, he would have still had a 2-term in office. But because he made a joke, and because he didn't take it serious, and because he tried to, oh my gosh, I gotta win. Let's ignore it. Let's lie, and it didn't work because people actually they died because of his rhetoric. So now we gotta talk about what's going on in November. And I had to tell one of my coworkers. I looked at her dead in her face. She said, "Well, I didn't even know Trump was running again." I said, "Oh my God, what are you watching?" And then she also said, "Well, what else did she say?" She said, "Well, I don't know." And I said, whatever they pass in Austin, where the state capital in Texas, it affects us first. Not saying what they do in DC won't affect us, but it will be a little longer to affect us. What we need to be paying attention is in our city and in our state. If we strategize and work and go and tell Governor Abbott and his lieutenant governor and those state reps and state senators to say, hey, increase the minimum wage in Texas, right? Make sure they increase the minimum wage, that if you work 40 hours, that you should be able to get free health care in the state of Texas. That can happen. But if you have this idea, it's just Republican, then it's going to be Republican. But if you have an idea that say, you know what, I'm going to bring some of my homegirls, I'm going to bring about 30 black people, then you know that I'm going to bring 100 black entrepreneurs, then I'm going to go reach out, bring that powerful black base to Austin, and then we knock on doors, we educate the public, and we demand stuff, and it will happen. So let's not act like change cannot happen in the state of Texas. Let's not act like change cannot happen in this particular state. The reason why this state is quote unquote red is not that red. It's red in those rural areas, but Houston, Democrat, run by Harris County, Democrat. That's the largest county in Texas, and it's run by Democrats. And Texas hate that. But because when black people vote, we put our own in those positions. Now, again, just because you're black doesn't mean you're going to be for black people. We just can't be saying, okay, let's put a black face in it. But no, we also got to put someone in it that's going to do for us. Amen. So in November, I will be voting for Biden. Why not? He canceled my student loan debt. Of course, I'm going to vote for the guy that canceled my debt. So why not? Why not vote for the man that canceled my debt? Okay, I will vote for him. So why not? And so when we had this debate, that's what it is. So I'm not going to go too political because we do have a phone line and you can call in. All my MAGA people, we love talking to MAGA people. I love talking to white folks. I feel like they're amazing in some of their ideas. I don't agree with all my white conservative brothers because some of it just doesn't make any sense. And most of them is poor. I talked to one particular conservative. He's MAGA and his teeth, and he can't afford it. And he got denied for Medicaid in the state of Texas. And I said, well, you say you love Donald Trump, and why don't you call Trump and talk to the governor? But no, you're believing in a system that you can't even get your teeth fixed and get health care in Texas because they make it so limited. That's why your dumb behind should not be voting for them. Vote for your interest. Vote for a candidate that's going to make sure they do an expansion of Medicaid, that's going to make sure you get resources, because that Trump that you look, if he ever get elected again, he get the best health care, right? In Congress, they have great health care. In the Senate, great health care. So let's not play these games here. You want to be fans and supporter of Trump, but do you get that type of Trump health care? No. Let's be real. Let's be all the way real. So in November, I'm voting for Biden. Okay? All right? And if you mad, call in 972-674-9462. Do you hear me? Now we about to go to our other topic here, and we done with Donald Trump. Now we about to get into this, okay? I want to also get into. I got to get into this, okay? Where we definitely. Oh my gosh, okay. The MAGA people, they're already in the building, child. They watching. The MAGA people is in the building. If you MAGA, say hey. They upset. They already tell me I'm misinformed. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. We're gonna move on from that because child, they already ready right now with they Make America Great Again t-shirt and missing teeth. Now, we got to get into this particular woman. And y'all gonna see her on the screen. We got to get into Glorilla. Now, I put it in the title that this woman had fell off because of Nicki Minaj. And when I tell you Glorilla was up, she fell off. And because she when that door is open, she didn't do enough. She should have sold t-shirts. She should have went on tour. She should have begged Cardi B for some more records. She should have did a podcast. She just, when I tell you, she fell off. And it's sad because she had one of the lit records with Cardi, and she had like a movement. I think that the people in Memphis don't want to F her no more. I was done with Glorilla when she wanted her assistant to work for $10 an hour. I was done with her because I'm like, girl, you want somebody to do a slave contract with you. No. But her music is just not hitting how I thought it should hit. The other song didn't hit. It didn't go as viral. This woman accidentally showed her flat chest meat. I'm like, ugh, dumb infested raisins on your chest. Are you serious? So you accidentally don't have your shirt on? Come on. Like, you accidentally go on Instagram. You did that on purpose so people can talk about you. You did that on purpose so people go run and go stream your stuff. So you mean to tell me in order for me to stream, you really have to show your Memphis breasts? It's not even a Popeye's breast. It's just disgusting. So I'm not understanding that. And then you women, y'all get upset. You shouldn't judge a woman's body, but you put that body in my face. So of course I'm gonna judge it. It stank. It smelled like Section 8. It smelled like EBT. That's what it smelled like. And one was uneven. So of course I'm gonna tell you that type of way. And you showing it, and eventually this was gonna happen with Glorilla. She gonna go to a doctor. She gonna go out there to Mexico, and she gonna get a surgery, and she gonna come with all of this steroids and all of that stuff pumped up in her chest, and she think that's gonna make people buy her records. We seen that happen with Erica Banks. Soon she got juiced up like a piece of turkey. Her streams decline, her views decline, everything decline. Because why? No one's really checking for it just for you having a swollen body. Okay. Now, when I looked at the breast, because they said it was done, it looked raw. It's not done. It looked disgusting. And if that's what you call done, she needs to go right back to whoever did that and do it again and do more to it, because it's half done. Maybe she owe a couple of payments, because I'm not really into it. It looked disgusting. It's trash. And this is why she, as a woman, need to stop trying to work on her body and work on her music. I don't think it's the exterior. I think it's the internal. I think it's the voice. I think it's the lyrics. I think it's the beat. You need to go to Cardi B and get 15 people to help you. Stop trying to sit here and just be by yourself and be in that booth, baby. You need 15, 20 people in the back. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I told y'all, shop around to some good old ghostwriters. Megan Thee Stallion, baby daddy, or baby daddy could have been, if she wasn't too drunk. She'll go ahead and write you a good old record. So let's stop playing these games and let's call it what it is. Sexy Red took Glorilla's spot, and it's no shade. Sexy Red took her spot, and that's it, because there's so many female rappers, and Sexy Red just stayed true to herself. She was more talented. I think the streets really gravitated towards Sexy Red. They didn't gravitate towards Glorilla. They did not gravitate towards this woman. If there's just something about her, they did not gravitate towards her. Not like that. They did not gravitate towards her. And we just got to keep it all the way real. Got to keep it real. They said Glow is doing fine. Okay, how fine? Did you like her record? Press 1. Do you like her record? Press 1 if you like her record. Press 2, you did not like it. I want to see where y'all headspace is at. Press 1. Somebody said, I just listened to it 10 times. Okay. Yeah, Glow is on everyone radio these days. Okay, well, I don't have a car, so I could be wrong. They said one. Okay. Well, it's different. Okay. Well, maybe if I have a car, you know what? When I'm out walking. Okay, when I'm out walking, I'm gonna go and and I'm gonna listen to it. Like when I'm out walking, I'm gonna listen to some more of the records. Okay, yes, because you don't have a car. Okay, I don't have a car, so my bad. Okay, hit the cash out, so I'll go get me a car. I'll give me a cash car. Cause I ain't getting no child. Them days are over. I want to go to the lot, put it on the table. Put it on the table. I'm acting brand new. Okay. Give me a good old Camry. So wait a minute. Let me put the thing on that because I don't have a car. So only what I listen to is on my Spotify. So I literally listen to on my Spotify, and that's it. I like overseas and nobody plays her music. I only hear about it when I'm on the internet. So it is what it is. We can go get a nice little cash car. And we could play. I could listen to Dee in the morning like I used to. And I will tell you this summer, some songs that I say I did not like when I was in the car, I love the songs. I'm like, oh my God, because you hear it over and over and over. Then you hear Dee in the morning, and then they play the songs over and over and over. Then I got bougie when I use like my Bluetooth or my aux cord, and I have my iHeart Radio, and I will listen to the Breakfast Club, or I will listen to WGCI because I love my Chicago personality. That's when Kendra was on the air in Chicago, and I love some songs. But now that I'm walking, no, I'm not really listening to the radio, not like that. But you know, I'm gonna give it another chance, and I'm gonna listen to it over and over and over and over and over and over again. But I know Glorilla probably gonna block me because I'm the only person that's talking about it. Like she don't get talked about. I don't even know what she call her fans. Edges? I don't know. Tasha Mack. Okay. What does she call her fans? Can someone tell me what does she call her fans? Because I haven't heard what she called them. The Tasha Mack crew? I don't know. So y'all let me know in the comments of what she called her people. But ever since Nicki Minaj came up, she did it. Is it doing now? One song I do like is Ice Spice record. You think you're not even a fart. Like I like that record, but the Glorilla record, I don't like. Maybe because she look a little touch. I don't know, but I'm going to give it another chance. And she's sensitive because Edges literally was upset that Casanat said something and she blocked him. Girl, you need Casanat. Baby, you need to be on somebody Twitch. I don't understand that. Ice Spice is just better to me. And at first, I didn't even like Ice Spice because when I broke down the when I was talking about the Video Music Awards, I was against Ice Spice. I'm like, why is she famous? She's a cartoon or blah 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 blah. But I said she deserved Best New Artist because everybody was talking about it. But she's not a great artist. Like, but it shifted with this song. You think you're not even like, I like the song. I hear it over and over. Okay, I'm just saying. That's just my point when it comes to it, because I said, hey, I have to go out here and I gotta talk about it. It is what it is. Now let's get into Jason Lee and DL Hughley. Now he made an announcement, you guys. So tomorrow we will be listening to DL Hughley interview with Jason Lee. Now, mind you, DL Hughley refused to go on the Club Shay Shay. He felt like, I'm going to Club Shay Shay and I'm not, because I felt like Club Shay Shay is messy for bringing Monique on my show, for bringing Monique on the internet to drag me, etc. So DL Hughley pulled a power move and said, you know what, I'm going to go to a gay man show that's out the closet and that's not in the closet. And I'm going to interview and I'm going to talk about Monique. And I'm going to be talking about Ish. And I'm looking forward to it. And I'm like, go ahead, Jason Lee, you deserve this. Like, you really, really worked your way up. And it's on the day that voters in South Stockton will be, going to vote for Jason. Possibly he will be the next city council member in District 6. That's amazing. But let's be clear, I'm looking forward to this interview. I hope it better not be boring, but anything with Jason is good. Even that DDG interview was good. So he's a great interviewer. So I usually I don't tune into DL Hughley, but he's on Jason, and I'm like, I'm interested to go and to see what he's talking about. So, because I'm like, I saw the promo, I'm like, okay, like this is so relevant. I don't think he's going to do well, as we hear from DL and all the time, because he has his own show. Does Jason Lee know anything about Monique? How is this a flex on Shannon? But he's going to bring Monique up. The internet is messy. Okay? The internet is messy. She said, yes, Jason Lee is good. Yes. Summer said DDG had a great interview for sure. He did. And that's why I'm like, we have to give him credit. And I was watching, and I'm so glad I did not listen to this addict from Paris. I was so glad that I was not listening to this addict in Paris, like telling me not to talk about Jason. I was so happy I did not fall for that. I'd have been an idiot to fall for that, because I would have not been focusing on Jason Lee, his political future. I would have not been focusing on this iconic Jason Lee show. And this man went to Fox Soul and left. He said, man, I ain't going to be. And I asked Jason Lee, I was like, well, why did you leave Fox Soul? He said, why would I continue to do my stuff on Fox Soul when I have my own brand? I'm going to make all the money. I keep all the. I said, wow, okay, bro, talk your ish. Because the addict from Paris was like, oh, don't talk about Jason. I'm so glad I ain't listened to that addict. You better not listen to no addict. That was an addict move. And he was on Fox, so he left. He said, listen, I got the Jason Lee, so I get more clout, because I don't want to be on somewhere. Then he had to say, well, Fox owned this. This is our content. Jason was smart. He didn't pull no addict move. He said, I'm going to license my show on Fox, and then when I'm done, I can take my shows back and I can play it on my own YouTube channel. I think that's dope. He said, I'm a license, baby. I ain't about to sit here, jump through who try to get a position and blah, blah, blah. Then you try to cancel me, because Jason understands the industry. No, that addict was like, you better not talk about Jason. Blah, 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 blah. I said, you better shut up, you addict. Your mama addict, your sister addict, and you an addict. Slurring over your words, telling me not to talk about Jason Lee. Shut up, have several seats. I'm going to still talk about Jason Lee. And I got on that phone because, when you talk to addicts, you don't want them to have an addict breakdown or a breakout like them bumps they got in their mouth. So I proceeded, okay. Well, okay. I got off the phone. I said, I ain't listening to that addict. I just wonder. I did not know that they got the Coco in Paris. I didn't know that. Only thing I know about Paris is the Eiffel Tower and Bonjour. I didn't know you could get a bumpity bump in your booty hole. I didn't know that at all. So I didn't listen to that. I didn't. I ain't listen to that at all. Then I went on. I said, "Come on, Jason Lee, talk your ish. Talk your ish. Come on." Yes, Jason. Because I think he's entertaining. It's different. Is Jason Lee like loud? No, he's an interviewer. It reminds me like of an Oprah type, or more like a Oprah type Montel Williams, like something like it's not as loud, but it's good because he gets the tea and he have these connections. So I look up to that. I'm like, okay, but I'm glad I did not listen to the Attic in Paris. But let's be clear, DL Hughley, he said in the preview, he said, I didn't even know she had a problem and she was going off on me on stage. I can't wait. I cannot wait for Monique response, because Monique got that connection with Cat Williams. And when I tell you Monique is performing in front of thousands of people, oh, baby. Oh, what's up, nigga? Oh, up top. Like I love Monique. Oh, I really, really love her. Like, she is really doing it. And I'm like, DL, at the end of the day, Monique is out here in the streets. Monique did movies. Monique did television shows. Monique, like, she did everything. And she ain't gonna do nothing but go on the live with her daddy. On my glasses in there. On my daddy. And I want to tell about my brother DL. We brother, you know what you did to me. And see, when a black woman speak up and speak out, they go on a platform and they try to talk about me. But DL know what he did. Go ahead, baby. See, DL, brother, we're not trying to go against you. But what we trying to do as men, because I watch basketball, and that's a sport. And when you play a sport, you got to listen to the coach. And see, when Monique, the promoter, was the coach, and the coach said she's the headliner. That's just like back in the Bulls in the 90s, and the coach tell Jordan that you is going to be the headliner of the team. You can't be out here and going to surpass the headliner. So she's a Jordan in comedy. She's a Jordan. And hold on, baby. And let me say this. Y'all always say, why do I call him a king? He's raising me. See, he's raising me. This is my third marriage. And then people going to be calling her. And I love Monique. I'm on Monique's side. Monique, I'm on your side because I love it. I can't wait till Monique and her husband just bring back their podcast. I never missed an episode of Monique and Sydney open relationship. Baby, that podcast was lit. They both just like that. I love that dynamic, and I love that dynamic, man. No, for no shade. No shade. Yes, yeah, the Monique glass was set up, but I left the Monique glasses in my bedroom. I was rushing to get on the live, and I still was late. But I also feel like DL Hughley have to understand that you wasn't the headliner. Monique was. And the problem is, it's so easy to criticize Monique is because she's so critical of the system. And DL have to understand you don't have the same experiences as Monique, because when you was on that show, Daddy, that show, The King of Comedy, see DL Hughley, he got in his limousine Oh, he so missed Bernie Mac. Got in his limousine. Cedric got in his. Steve Harvey got in his limousine. I said magazine, child. Limousine. I'm so sorry. I haven't seen a limousine in decades. And so, Daddy, when I spoke up for the sisters, I said, we're not going to all sit in this limousine. We need 5 limousines. See, DL Hughley, he say he's pro-black, Daddy. He be on the radio talking against Trump, but he didn't say to the promoters doing the King of Comedy, no, that's my sister. She need her own limousine. She's a queen. All the queens of comedy need their own limousine. This ain't 5 queens in one limousine. But he didn't do that, Daddy. And so I'm so happy, Daddy, that you you get me together. Because you know, Daddy, I really could go there, Daddy. Well, you know, and I say you don't have to go there because you already know that what we saying to our brother DL, because that's our brother. We calling him out, call him up. We don't have no squirrels with brother DL. We are trying to get on the phone with brother DL so we can have a conversation because we don't have our hatred for brother DL. That's our brother. That's what we saying. Yeah, Daddy. I like all that. I just like that dynamic. I like that dynamic. I just hope that Jason Lee released this interview a little late so I can be at home because I know they're going to go to the live, but she's on tour. She's on tour, so she might have her niece do it. I just love when her and Sydney do the live. But it ain't nothing like when she did a live with her niece. I believe that was her niece. It would have to have been her niece. And that whole thing with T.S. Smith, I want to speak to Kaya. Kaya, can I speak to you? Oh, Tia, I did all this, and I did all this equipment. Oh, no, Maddie, don't cry. Oh, Maddie. And she looking at her niece like, this some ghetto. Don't cry. Monique, yes, my sweet baby. You think you could do it tomorrow? Oh, I'm so sorry. My schedule is booked. There is no way I can do it tomorrow, sister. I want to speak to my sister. But just put it on the iPad. Kaya, Sister Kaya, can I speak to you, Queen? Just put it on the iPad. Just put it on the, you know what? I'm gone. You gone? Yeah. And I was just like, baby, she was on that Periscope. I was getting my life. I was just getting my life. Pure comedy. I cannot wait till they do a Tubi movie of the wig and the van fallout after they tried to interview an Oscar winner. I just can't wait. The wig and the van fallout when they tried to interview Oscar winner. I can't wait to see that. I can just remember that like that was yesterday. That was like pure comedy. But anyway, because I just hope DL just talk his ish so Monique can go on that live. I love when she go on Instagram. It's so informative. She's going to be dropping gems. She's going to be talking her ish. I love it. So Monique, I love you. And I would love to go to your tour. I think y'all came to Dallas already or Chicago. I would love to just go to your tour. I would love to go to your tour and see you. And Jason Lee, I hope you win to be city council for District 6. And I'm going to be watching. Press 1 if you're going to watch the interview. I know I'm going to be watching. And I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to make y'all watch it because I'm going to be talking about it. Anyway. All right. So we also want to talk about, is it Kelsey? Now, this interview, y'all kept sending me this interview of this happened. Wally, you got to see the interview. It's about to go down. And like y'all was about to say it's going down. So I say, okay. Y'all keep sending me the interview. And I'm like, okay. So y'all send me the interview. And I'm watching the podcast host dry. Baby Kelsey, this woman was so dry. I'm so happy for black blogs like the Neighborhood Talk. That is my friend. I'm so happy my friend took a screen grab and post the good stuff. And what they post, that was the interview. That's all what people want to see. This woman, before she got into the tea about Megan, she talked about her mama, how poor she was, how this and that. All I see is that grease, Vaseline, slick edge, them edges on her forehead. That's all I see. Her talking slow. I'm like, so the part that I was interested in is when she said that she got Megan on YouTube. She said, Megan, you in college, you know, you need to be on YouTube. And then Megan went to her the next day, said, hey, let's record the YouTube video. And she did the beat and she recorded it. She recorded with her phone, and then she put it in iMovie and she edited and it just went viral, right? And it went viral in college, and then the rest is history. And then she's from, I don't know if she's from Houston or not, but she and Megan, they met in college. So it went viral. Then Megan, like years later, she was on the set of a video, and Megan Thee Stallion mother told her, you know, thank you. It was because of you that we're sitting here right now. And I felt that. And the only thing I felt in that regard is Megan Thee Stallion, you owe this woman that validation to say that. And she said, I still don't know why Megan turned against her. And I know the reason why. It was those white folks in her ear that said, leave her alone. Let's rebrand you. You don't need to go as a duo, because every time we see her, it's like we're seeing Tori. It's like, let's remind you of Tori. Let that go. Move past that. She's a user. We got to revamp you if you want a career. So, and because of Megan did what Nicki did, chose the system, chose the white man, she's no longer in this idea of working with Megan Thee Stallion. Megan had the power. She chose to listen to those white executives, and she went that route. And then she's mad, or the public is mad that she didn't speak up. She didn't want to. I think she just didn't want to participate in it. And she didn't even really drag about the trial or nothing, because there's nothing she could say to do anything. I also feel like this woman could have easily dragged Megan, cuss Megan out. That's what the people wanted, but she didn't do that. She paid that podcast host. The podcast host paid her, brought her on the platform, helped them with their engagements. That was it. They asked one question about the situation. The rest was about her boring life. Her life is boring. Her life is boring. So that's the it about that. Other than that, I fell asleep because I wasn't watching it. It was boring for me. And so when the friend of the show, the Neighborhood Talk, when they post that interview, a segment, just the good juicy stuff, and it wasn't really that juicy. It was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, I'll talk about it because it's news. Other than that, whatever. And this whole thing, when it comes to on Megan, I feel as though like Megan she got a lot of stuff going on for herself. You know, she's a superstar. When you try to Google pictures of her, you just see Megan, because Megan is the reason why we know her. I just think people don't know how to finesse their friends. And I told someone, Gail need to teach a class how to stay in your lane. And I think Gail need to write a book, how to stay in the lane of your billionaire friend. Like, Gail stayed in her lane. Gail had her skill set. She waited for her moment. She stayed she stayed dedicated for decades with Oprah. She played her cards. She was the friend. She played her cards. She didn't overstep her. She was right there. Oprah brought her along strategically. Gail had the most appearances on the show. And before you know it, now Gail is neck and neck with Oprah Winfrey in today's industry. If you listen to the people today, they know Gail. They listen to Gail every single day, like they listen to Oprah every single day. Period. So I feel like she played her cards right. You had somebody that's more successful than you, more wealthy than you. You played your card, and Gail was content. Gail built her money, and Gail is secretly sitting on almost $60 to $70 million in the bank. CBS paid her so much bread. Then that woman got about a $10 million check, a $10 million salary from CNN. And the only thing she doing is right then and there is sitting with Charles Berkeley, whatever his name is, with that bald head, wrinkled face. That's all she with. And all she doing is sitting down talking and reading a teleprompter. That's it. And making a lot of money. So I'm happy for her. She was able to have sons. You able to screw and have kids when Oprah taking care of you. And when I mean Oprah taking care of you, a lot of doors open up because of her associating with Oprah. And Oprah made her in charge of the Oprah magazine, in charge of this and in charge of that. Period. Now, whether she eating the fish sticks, I don't know. But what I do know, what Gail did eat, baby, she ate. She's eating it up in the news industry, baby. Gail is one of the leading voices in news. And that says a lot because how the tables have turned. And now Oprah Winfrey is getting dragged about her weight and about how she lied about taking Ozempic. And she was telling the folks, I'm counting points. You get a point. You get a point. And baby, she was getting an injection, taking a pill. That was all she was doing. And was lying to them folks, telling the white folks that she on a pill. No, that she on points. I'm watching what I eat with the points. It won't go over points. And then you have to admit doing Ozempic. She would have kept up with the lie, but people knew that ain't no Weight Watcher body. Baby, that's an Ozempic body. I know a Weight Watcher. That don't look like a Weight Watcher. That ain't no WW. Baby, that's a Ozempic. That's what that is. You can tell them Ozempic bodies. You can look at her. Baby coming in, she's smaller than Tara Banks. And the last time Oprah Winfrey looked like that was in 1980. When she pulled out that cart with all that meat in it. That was the last time you saw her that slim because Ozempic went out then. But now, she took that. Now she look good. Now somebody could just grab it up and down, twirl her around. Now when she get in the bed, she ain't just got to lay on her back. She can get up and do a backflip. She very flexible. And funny I said it because I was watching ABC. And when I was watching ABC, they were saying that people that's on it, the guy said he was on Ozempic. He said that his life, his sex life, it have just increased. I said, oh, why did he have to say that when I'm watching it right now? I'm like, wow. And people is taking it. All right. I need to go back on it. Summertime around the corner. So I don't think so, y'all. Gail is a distraction for something else. Yeah, I just do it natural, but it's much slower doing it in a natural way. But for my thing is, whenever I stack up a couple of these UPS checks, I'm gonna be right there at the Ozempic office, or whatever, because they got so many brands. Ozempic is like the most everybody talk about. It's other stuff that's even neck and neck with Ozempic, but I'm not a physician. But whenever I can afford it, baby, I'm gonna be right there with my shades on, with my t-shirt on. I'm gonna be right there in Ozempic office. Yes. I'm gonna be right there. Okay. Okay. Wally, I'll get to you. I'll get it to you for 50. Okay, Summer, text me. Text me. 972-674-9462. I love to get into that. I don't know why they mad at me, because Jason Lee, he could have did Ozempic. That man went out, did the search. All right, Mr. Jason Lee, how are you doing today? I'm doing all right. I'm from the Hollywood Unlocked. Queen Latifah is my friend. Queen Latifah is my friend, and I got a new book out there. God has not forgotten about me, and I couldn't really fit in all my different type of clothes. Oh, don't worry about that, sir. You are in the right place. We are going to do this particular surgery, and we are going to put you to sleep, and you're going to get suctioned out like a vacuum cleaner, and you're going to have to be able not to do too many physical type of work and all of that type of stuff. And so we are going to say to you, please be very careful. And so that's the surgery body. As you all can see, that is the surgery type of body. As you can see in the neck, that is the surgery type of body. This is not the Ozempic. This is not the Ozempic. This is what you call gastric bypass surgery. Okay, this is the vacuum cleaner look. Right? If you want to just break it down. So a lot of people were trying to say they were trying to get to different levels. They were trying to get to different things. I understand that. But I don't judge people if you want to get on it. Because at the end of the day, that is your choice. And I feel like if you want to receive that and do that, then that's your choice. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody donate and we raise the fund, they'll do it too. But some people did the vacuum cleaner. Somebody doing the Ozempic. It doesn't matter what route. Because if you look good and if you checking with your physician and checking the inside of your body and you checking your blood pressure on a daily rate, understand that, and doing your monthly checkups, then, okay. But I don't think you should be on anything if you're not under the direction of a physician. You understand what I'm saying? So if Jason Lee wants to do it, he did it because, as you know, back in the day, Jason Lee was more on their bigger size, super size. But he made a decision because he was financially able to go to take the surgical route. But like myself, I did not have the surgical type of resources. Okay. So what I did was I did the exercise, the gym. And then when that was hitting my pockets, where you can't get to the gym all the time, I said, you know what? I'm going to use what God gave me. Well, what did God give me? He gave me legs. Now, one leg is bigger than the other one, but he gave me two legs and it still work. Maybe not work as fast as I wanted to work, but it still work. So yes, I walk and I stay active. So now I can wear clothes like this. Now it's real big on me now. Like this stuff when I was almost 400 pounds. Do you understand that? Okay. So I've been putting in the work. I'm not going to stop putting in the work because I love to feel good. I love walking. And many people bypass me, and coworkers and viewers and different ones was like, oh, Wally, I can take. I said, no, I love to do this. I love to walk. I love to be under Mother Earth. I love to be under the stoplight. I love to see the stop sign. I love to see this new business coming up. I love to see the birds chirping. I love to see the trash on the ground, which should be picked up by our tax dollars. And then, because you know what I'm saying, I wrote down, I reached out to my city council, and then I said, who responsibility to pick up all this garbage? So I was able to take pictures. I was able to call. Then I was able to see the beautiful Dallas police officer, beautiful police officer. I wasn't afraid of them police officer, baby. I wasn't afraid of them. I spoke to the officer. How beautiful was those officers? Whoever they was looking for, they weren't looking for me because I'm on a mission, right? I looked at them eye contact when I was in the store, and I got me a bottle of water. Okay. And Now the beautiful thing, so you get to see everything. So I was almost 400 some pounds, and now I'm like 3 some. I haven't weighed myself. I won't weigh myself till I go see my psych doctor, get a head check in about a couple of weeks, because I never neglect that because it was my bipolar psych doctor that told me that I am on the up and up on my weight. So she told me, you need to lose the weight. And I was blaming it on medication. She said no. And so don't blame it on that. That's because pretty much what she said, I got lazy. So I stayed active. So I have to go back for her. Okay? So when you understand it, that's how it is. But Jason chose this route. He looks good. He got money. He got a chain around his neck. He's happy. So people are talking, and then people are noticing me, and then see the different thing with the Ozempic, for people that is on a weight loss journey the natural way, they will say, oh, you on Ozempic. I don't understand. You on Ozempic. They said, which one would you pick? A new teeth, gastric bypass, or C, the SAG after card? New teeth. No, get teeth cleaning, not veneers. Like teeth work, dental work, anything dental work that I need. No veneers though. Any dental work, I would do that first. And then the SAG after card. Bypass, no, I won't do the bypass. If I had money, you asking me a question. If I send you a question, but y'all gotta let me get my dialogue. So if I had let's just say if I had $300,000, 300 grand, it would be my teeth. No veneers. Like I need dental work, get gums work, all my dental work. 300, and then I will take the rest and invest in my business. I'm not talking about no bypass. That's stupid. And I can walk. Because when the more money come in, the resource of that, it's even going to be greater and greater. It would be my teeth. It won't be that would be dumb to do bypass my teeth. This is more important. This I can work on, but the dental thing, I can't. It's expensive. So that will be the thing. And then the rest I will invest into my platform. And of course, I will be sending my 10% to my church, and the rest goes into my platform. Yeah. So I'm asking you a question. Now, did you ask me that question? You about to invest? So they're going to my platform because my pastor, Apostle Kevin Cunningham from the Transformation Center, I'm a virtual member. I used to be in-house, but because I decided to go back to Texas, I don't want, because I once I get my own place in Chicago, then I could be an in-person member. They would get 10% of that, because Apostle Kevin Cunningham, he preaches great messages, and I love him because, number one, he's a teacher. Number two, he's showing me what a good husband should be, a good father, a good steward. And he breaks down the Bible, and I don't feel that I'm under attack when I'm hearing the word. He explains the word into a way, in a more of an educational, or he breaks it down from the Hebrew and etc. So I love that. Have I changed my life? No, I'm working on that. But I do want to thank him for the powerful messages that he gave. And I've told people, I say, if I get it, he will get 10%. Actually, I want to give him his own church. I feel like he should have his own church paid off, where the church ain't got to worry about paying no mortgage, like paid off, with the best cameras, the best, a huge parking lot, huge space, because he do a lot. And I love that he's still working as a pastor, as a teacher. He's a Chicago public school teacher, and he don't depend on the offering for the congregation. He works. He's been a teacher for almost 20 years. So I feel like we don't see too many pastors that that really working in a career, and then they do church. They're a leader in the church, but they're not dependent on the church to pay their bills. And so I love that. And then he does a monthly Zoom meeting, every first Monday, about manhood and talking about how to be a man and how to write goals and put a date on your goals. And he really, and there be some brothers in there that don't do church, but they like Apostle Kevin Cunningham, and they be talking about whatever situation they're going through. I don't get on there and talk. I listen. I talk for a living. When I come there, I'm under subjection. I'm under his authority, under his leadership, and I listen. I don't try to overtalk, but I don't talk at all. I just take it all in because I love Apostle Kevin Cunningham, because I feel like he's a great example for me as me being a young man, because one day that I will be, you know what I'm saying, I will be a husband. One day I will be a leader in learning how to do budgets. So I need to learn the principles of a man. You understand that? So I believe he said home, the bank, the store, work. It should be the main places a man should be visiting. I believe that's what Apostle Kevin Cunningham said. I got to write it down, but I believe he said home, work, the bank, the grocery store should be those main places that a man should be. That should be typically like his day. And so that's why I try my best to go to establishment where I have respect on my name. Amen. So, Kiki, they said your camera better than a lot of content creators. Thank you so much. Thank you. Because, you know, we have to tell the people, they said, oh, you were in the purple walls. And they didn't understand because they're not really supporters of the Wiley Show. So that's why I don't pay them no mind. They was like, yeah, Wiley, you whatever. I talked about Jason Lee, have a green screen, whatever. And then people is comparing me with addicts. They're literally comparing me with addicts. You trying to do it and drunks. How can you compare me? Stop it. There is only one me. So stop playing these games. Stop it. And if you want the quality upgrade, your Cash App. We bought this mic with your Cash Apps. We bought this mixer that we use with your Cash Apps. We bought this other microphone with your Cash Apps. We bought the cordless mic with your Cash Apps. We bought this computer system, this gaming with your money that you donated. You know, don't listen to these haters. Don't listen to them haters. Listen, follow me, and look at what I'm doing. Don't listen to them haters. They ain't gonna do nothing but bring all that funky hot breath. Just like we were talking about Milagro Gramz. She mad because she didn't get the interview with Kelsey. And I'm on her Instagram, minding my business. And she misquoting the Bible. Talking about America wasn't mentioned in Revelation because America does. Shut up. You misquoting the script. Don't even utter it. Shut up. Then she brought me on there. Then she over talking. Yeah, Wally, I heard that you said I was on the Coco when I was driving on ice. I said, liar. I said you was under marijuana. That's what you were under. You was high off weed. And the tow driver said, I smell the weed. And you said that you was smoking on camera. You don't remember because you lie so much you don't remember. Then you let the followers that be sitting there doing gasms on y'all meet and greet, you let them boost your head up and pretend like you a man and you gonna talk about you gonna go toe to toe with me. Stop playing with me. I'm a 6'2" physically fit man. Ain't nowhere in the world you gonna run up on me and be successful. I rebuked it. I rebuke it back to your no edges. I rebuke it back to your greasy face. I rebuke it back to your no makeup wearing having behind. That's why you don't want to get on camera, because you know your face giving ant. So let's not play that game. Stop boosting up talking about if you come to Houston, shut up. When Armand Wiggins came and drove up, you read, oh, they coming for a black woman. They trying to come and get me. Oh, Lord, help me. Help me right now. Shut up. Where was that energy when Armand Wiggins and his fat friend was driving to Houston in a rental car? You said nothing. But you think you can go toe-to-toe with me. Don't let this eye fool you. You're going to be in trouble. Have several seats and learn. Little girl, in the words of Claudia Joy, little girl, don't you try me, little girl. You stop, drop, and roll, and get you some common sense. Because you always got something to say about Brother Wiley. And you mad because I don't kiss your butt. And I know you love me. I'm not in no cult. It is what it is. I don't believe in everything that you spew on your platform. But I will give you a great compliment that you should have done the interview with Kelsey. You should have done it. You would have asked her some very great questions. You would have got some information out of there. You know how it is to sleep with Tory Lanez. The only difference is Kelsey slept with him in the physical sense. You slept with him in your mind. You just had wet dreams about Tory Lanez. It would have been great because you really get hot and bothered about Tory. You could have really asked her about the physical sense, right? You could have got some information because, number one, you a woman. I'm a man. I don't know every question to ask a woman. But you do. You know how to go and cheat on your husband and your man and sleep with this one and that one to get your friend back. You have done that in your life. You done it. So it would have been a different type of vibration. It would have been a different type of style of an interview. Now, we do love each other because me and Milagro was cussing each other out on camera on the Instagram. And when I tell you, she and I calmed down and started speaking with some sense. So I don't strongly dislike the woman. I just don't agree with my sister everything she say. That's it. Me and Milagro could be in Houston. We could be out there. Hey, teach me. Hey, come on, Milagro. Do. Well, come on, Milagro. You make me happy. Hey, wish you could. Hey, I really love you. And I to know. Oh, come on, Milagro. We could be out there dancing, man, and then go eat some crab legs. You gonna pay for it because you got the money. You think you gonna see me buy some crab legs? You ain't gonna see me buy no crab legs. That's too expensive. I never had a crab leg in my life unless I went to the $3 Asian buffet. And I think they call it this is a crab leg. So, but Milagro, then she got mad. You can't mention this person's name on the platform. Shut up. How can you tell me who can I mention out of my mouth? Last time I checked, I'm grown. Last time I checked, I'm a man. Okay? So you can't tell me what to say out of my mouth. And then an addict and a down low man, they rush to the Instagram to go live. Shut up. Don't nobody want to see a man that smell like boo-boo and wearing them big, thick glasses, and you got an addict right there want to tap down in front of white folks. Shut up. We on there. We had more viewers over there with Milagro Gramz. More viewers. And Milagro want to get accepted over there. What in the world I want to be accepted by an addict? He leaning on the balcony at a Zeus event with your high tail, with your boyfriend looking up with that dumb look. You leaning on the balcony. Oh, Natalie, I love you so much. Natalie, please look at me, Natalie, your dumb self. And your boyfriend sitting there with that stupid look on his face. Then you see another person over there, he on YouTube eating. He should be ashamed of himself. Had barbecue stains on his crown. I said, this don't make no sense. He up there eating, digging in his nose, so filthy behind.
What you over there eating, breathing heavy? And this addict leaning on the balcony. Yeah, you gonna lean on the balcony after you got through doing a bump, waiting to get up in that filthy. I know it stink. Man, I was looking at that Zeus event. That lady cheeks was out. I know it was funky. Baby, that wasn't nothing but fish and boo-boo and cheap liquor. And these folks be get on the internet like they so grand. They be in the audience like everybody else. Shut up. I'm just watching these folks. I just be watching these folks. They be acting like they be so much on the internet, but then they all the way in the balcony. Got to lean over to get some camera time. So desperate. Then that boyfriend sitting there with that frozen face. Don't make no sense. So let me get off this timeline. This mess. So in my clothes, Zeus, I love you because it's I'm not gonna subscribe to it because it's dumb. Then Curtis, he's sleeping with Natalie Nunn. Curtis slept with Natalie Nunn. She slept with him. The one with that Natalie Nunn chin slept with that man, that like other man. You gave him some yoni. He didn't have no money. But he made that chin come. And here you go. My husband gave me permission. Your husband is stupid. Your husband is dumb. And why would you admit that? He ain't got no money. Then you got the owner of Zeus. Man, he better not come to my stuff. He ain't welcome. I said, this event, this organization is just, I don't know. I'm just shaking my head. And Curtis, you didn't do it right. Because if you was humping on her, you should have got chains, rings, cars, shoes. If you would have called me, I'd have told you how to finesse. You don't know how to do nothing. You non-rapping scrub, broke man. You was straight for pay, didn't even get to pay. With your dumb behind. How you gonna be straight for pay and then get no pay? I don't understand that. Now you want to post receipts. Shut up. It's too late. You even do nothing on Bad Boys. With them ugly dreads you got in your hair, dookie braids. What the kind of braids is that? Cornrows is ugly. So, I don't understand that. I saw that down my timeline. I said, this is foolishness. And they be getting mad at Wiley. You don't see my butt cheeks all out on camera, rolling around the show. Then this big old woman on the mic. Oh, they doing it. Shut up. We don't need no commentator to see all this mess. Just shut up and let the camera roll. They should have muted her mic. She up there trying to do commentator like this a WWE event. This ain't no WWE. Let them roll around on the stage. They ain't fighting for real. They only doing that for a check. That ain't nothing but WWE type of reality show. That type of content. They ain't back. They eating each other box. They literally smoking, drinking. That ain't real. That just some because the people like to see that type of chaos. All they need was roly-poly, get the tables. All Natalie Nunn needs to do, I got something to tell you, brother. What you gonna do when Natalie Nunn put this chin on you? That's all they needed to do. That's it. All they need, that's all they need to do. That wasn't none of WWE type of style content. That's it. It wasn't real. It was WWE. Then you got Mr. Plumer He Teddy Teddy Long. All right, Jocelyn, you're gonna go one-on-one with the Undertaker. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Jocelyn, rest in peace. Doom. Boom, 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 boom. Get somewhere and sit down. That's all what that was. That's all what it was. Was WWE type of content. I don't get excited for Zeus because I know, and I like wrestling because it's very well produced. Zeus is some I can't even watch it. I'm sorry. I just can't. I used to back when they used to do For the Love of Chance. I always go back to that one episode with Grandmama. That's it. I don't watch that network like I used to. No. All right. Whew. Let's go to the phone lines. Hold on. If y'all want to call in. Ba-ba-ba-ba. All right. All right. All right. Moderators, y'all can post the number on the screen here. Y'all can post the number on the screen here. What's up with the Hey, mouth open? How are you? I told y'all we was gonna go live. All right. Thank y'all so very much. We did another episode of the Wiley Show. That was so fun. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Yes, I'll be in Vegas April 26th through the 28th when me and Couture Bay, the Bay Squad, are going to link up with the producers. Okay, April 26th through the 28th at the Palace Station Hotel Casino. We're going to link up there. Then we just go take over Vegas. Okay, we want y'all in the building for more information. If you want more information, like, okay, Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com. I would love to meet you. Please email me so you know I can know you coming and we can connect and all of that. But this is our first meet and greet with Couture Bay, and I can't wait to see her. It's gonna be a vibe. It was a vibe for us in Dallas when I met Aaliyah and Nate, and we just hung out for Nate. Now we really over. Hey, what's up? You live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing?
What's up? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm glad you came live today.
Yes.
So this is what I had to say. So you are correct. Like Natalie, I feel like her being exposed was out of line. Like the reason behind why she was exposed was out of line. But what makes it more embarrassing is that she went on live was like, yeah, he's extorting me. He wanted a rollie, but I'm like, girl, you're Natalie Nunn. Why are you a married woman paying for outside? You know what I mean? Like, why are you paying for outside like
Why?
the
It
whole
really ain't
story,
this, but inside
the whole
sausages.
story, like the whole sausages. The whole situation didn't make sense. I'm like, how are you a married woman, but you're paying for outside sausages? Like, what? How does that make sense? It started to make me believe that what Tommy said about her husband, about him being like, gay, maybe have some truth to it. Like maybe maybe Natalie is his beard, you know.
Oh,
But I just thought it was just kind of strange that it's like you came on live, but like I get it, you got to act all big and bad and all confident and stuff, but it's like it's really embarrassing because how you calling yourself a baddie, but you paying for outside sausages? Like you're sleeping with your staff, like how you sleeping with the help, and you supposed to be putting people on? Like it was a weird situation. Um, what else you talked about? Oh, what other
Jason
topics
Lee.
you talked
Oh, we
about?
talked about Jason Lee. We also DL Hughley. We also talked about
Oh,
Glorilla.
that
And we,
the Glorilla, that song, it's okay. Like she's trying to come back, but I feel like Sexy Red kind of took that whole like ghetto ratchet type of. I don't know. I don't see it for Glorilla. DL Hughley going on a Jason Lee show.
yes.
I'm not surprised. You know, I'm not surprised that he went to Jason Lee, not at all, because I don't think he's able to sit down with a real like dominant man to have a real conversation. Because like I don't think he will be able to have like a real man-to-man conversation with Shay Shay. I think Jason Lee is gonna ask some good questions, but he really should have came on the Wiley show so we can get into some things.
Woo!
Okay, that's what he.
Okay.
That's what DL.
And it's funny, like DL Hughley responded to our website, wileythetroll.com. It was a story. Can't think of it at the time, but he responded to us when we tagged him on Instagram story.
I remember.
Okay.
I remember that.
So he do know of us. I just feel as though Jason have the financial resources to get DL Hughley, pay for his flight, give him about 10 grand on the back end. You know, that he does have it. And so I'm happy that he had, but we need a DL Hughley type of interview. Like that will be iconic because people say if we would have had DL Hughley, my life would have changed because more eyeballs and ears on the show. And that so I'm happy. I'm not upset that Jason got it, but Jason put, you know, over almost 2 decades.
But Jason really don't know like what's really going on.
Yeah, he's not going to give you that. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
I feel like his opinion is going to be somewhat kind of biased a little bit because I'm not really sure what's his relationship with Monique, but I just know that I don't know. I may end up watching it just to see what it's like, but I really don't. DL, he's trash. Kelsey, I'm sorry, I've been drinking wine a little bit. Kelsey, yeah, boring. I mean, the neighborhood talk. If it wasn't for them, like dragging those clips, I don't think people would have watched it. Nobody cares about her upbringing. Nobody cares about that.
We didn't care because she's only interesting because of the Nicki Minaj, the Megan Thee Stallion. And she's only interested in that dynamic and because of the Nicki record. Bigfoot. Other than that, she's a non-factor.
Right.
Price you pay. She have not done anything interesting outside of the whole situation of Meg and Tory Lanez. Now, if she did movies and did a reality show, did more things, she haven't done anything. Only thing she have done with more weave, I have had somebody baby from 1501. It ain't the network is just gone because they golden goose is gone. She gone independent somewhere else. Now, she signed on the label and own her master. So I feel as though they tried to goop us, but people fall for because they have to understand people fall for it. Now they be like, okay, you watch it and tell me what it is. And then once my DMs was empty, they said, Wiley, she ain't talking about nothing. That's what I knew. I could tell if it's something good when my DMs is like popping. It wasn't. They told me watch it, but then people would watch it. I'll say, you ain't got to watch it, Wiley. She ain't talking about nothing. I'm like, I did not want to sit through that snooze fest.
Exactly. I was like, once I was like, okay, she's not trending online. I'm like, once Wiley says this, give his give his 2 cents. Okay, nah,
Yeah.
okay, it ain't what it
Yeah.
is.
That's why I was
I'm
like
not gonna
over
waste
it.
my
That
time.
was over it. Like, and I talked about it because it wasn't interesting. We did a story of why did the F did I stay with Melvante.
Mhm.
We brought that
Yeah.
in. So we talked about that story. So on my channel, he shared it. They got like 10,000 views. All of these
Mhm.
comments, all of these subscribers. I believe we gained like 200 subscribers off of that 10,000 view interview. And what people don't know is that we interviewed this couple. They can't,
Mhm.
they broke up, but we interviewed them last year when they was together. And people say, but Wally, where's the
Mhm.
interview? We're going to release that interview tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 11 a.m. on the East Coast. So
Mhm.
you all can hear that interview. They said, because I jumped on the story that nobody's talking about. Because people try to say, oh, Wally, you talk about gay stuff so much. I'm glad I did, because now look at this story. That's why it's not good to always pigeonhole yourself just into one demographic.
Or follow the trend.
Right,
To what's
following what's the
popular.
trend.
Yeah.
I followed this unknown couple to like YouTube, interviewed them
Mhm.
last year. People dragged me. I read the comments. I'm just gonna fast forward with these interviews.
You know what? I do remember you interviewing a gay couple.
Yeah, and it
So
was
that's
them.
who they were.
That was them. You see? That's why I tell
Okay,
people.
see, you need to remind people, because
I'm going to remind,
like,
and
who
then
the
I'm
hell
going to
is
remind
these
you with the
people?
footage. I'm going to remind you with the footage because people, they literally sit
okay.
here and y'all drag situations and be like, oh, no, stop.
Mhm.
Because you could be interviewing,
Oh, I did not know
right,
that.
you could be interviewing unknown artists and blah, blah, and they just whoosh, grow the next year. And guess what? They're going to be looking at that interview. So that's why you got,
Yeah, because that's kind of like
yeah.
you did that with Christopher Milan when nobody really didn't know him
Nobody-
about, and you gave him a platform.
Exactly.
So yeah,
So
I
like,
don't think you should change that about yourself. I like that you give unknown, not unknown, yeah, like
unknowns, like to you, it
or
would be unknown. Yes.
underground artists a platform. So I don't think you should stop doing that. I really think that's like a good service to the community.
Facts. And that's why I put, you know what I'm saying? I literally sat there and I put in the work, and you got to keep doing it. So I was glad because, and everyone doesn't need a platform, correct? But if I'm interested in them, because it's the Wiley Show, I'm going to bring them to the Wiley Show. They only got to impress me.
I agree.
I'm going to do the rest, and I'm going to ask the right questions, right? And so that's how it happened. And I was so glad. I was like, well, let me, because everybody kept asking why I can't find that interview, because I didn't even put their name in the title. I didn't. But now I was like, okay, I'm going to release it. I own the footage. It's mine. So I'm going to re-air that interview.
Yeah, rerun the BET. You know, BET used to be the key. Go rerun an episode.
Right, that's a part of my life.
I don't even know why you don't just rerun your episodes like 24/7. Like
I do rerun them. Like, oh, you probably don't get the notification, but if the next day when we do this show, it airs the next day.
Okay,
I do it live, and I air the rerun. I've already done that, and then we put it in shorts, etc. So yeah, and that's why it's got so busy. Just like we don't talk like it's like other shows out there. We gave them their moment for a reason. But guess what? That was last week. This is a fresh new week. I'm not interested in that, what y'all doing over there. Because it ain't hitting the same. Other stuff.
But they still watching though.
Right. They still watching, but the storylines over here at the Wiley Show is more interesting than that. Because over that, it's like you're begging to get that. Hope you get it.
Right.
Maybe you need to get your wife down
but
there.
People don't know, like, sometimes we as the Wiley Show audience, sometimes we may troll other people for like a week or so just because it's funny. But when it's over with,
it's over.
It's over with.
You get it, but they don't get it. Once it's over, y'all make it see. You talk about Arma. That's a lie. It's over. We're gonna troll for a little while, and I'm over it. Like you get you get in the attic and you getting a down low man with bifocals. Oh, I apologize. We over that. Who cares? You an old man and this a young drunk addict. Go ahead over there and go tap dance in front of them white folks.
Yeah, well, I hope they know that we were just messing.
We were just trolling, but all just trying to do
we
a
were just playing.
kumbaya. Go do in front of them white folks. Who cares?
Oh my God, we were just playing, y'all.
We just kicking. We don't care. Y'all don't care nothing about that. We just kicking. You still got to go to that HBCU, grade all them papers. And that addict still gonna be doing a bump, leaning over the balcony and drinking himself.
Ain't nothing but a funky Dineva reject.
So that's how that goes. And then you got
a great value.
It's one fucking Dineva fan every time we come live every day, especially Monday through Friday. That person said it still did not beat fucking Dineva numbers. Period.
No,
it did not beat those numbers.
I think for order for him to really exceed and be above that funky Dineva level, you got to be well-rounded. You got to know about your politics as well as your entertainment.
Yes.
You have to know what is actually going on in the world, and you have to know your history too. It's kind of embarrassing when they talk about like political things and you literally don't know what they're talking about.
You don't know.
Or if they talk about history,
and see when people say
you don't freaking know.
Right. And people say, like Crunch Bar said, they said you gotta boost it up. I'm gonna pull it back. If it's so lit, okay, let it keep being lit. It ain't lit. We make our reviews juices it up. But I didn't feel like doing it today. I didn't feel like being an unpaid employee for the plantation. I'm literally, I escaped. I'm the type of, I escaped the plantation. I'm still looking like, look at that house. Look at that Nick. Look at him. I escaped.
Right.
Now I might go and peek. I'm outside the plantation. What they doing over there? Any letters coming from me? But I'm done with it because I get bored because it ain't really hitting the same because this particular show is not what I'm accustomed to, like seeing certain individuals on there. I like the roast and jack, and I ain't trying to do that. He's gonna get diluted out, and I'm gonna pull it back. I ain't studying it. But then, so when I did my press tour on Milagro Gramz, it got so iconic. Now she put me in a title and all that. I thought your little homeboy on the little network over there, I thought that was the iconic thing. You weren't studying that. It was fake, phony, dry, boring.
Yeah.
And then you up there talking about me on this. We had higher numbers when the guy with the bifocals and the addict, we had higher numbers than them. Don't nobody want to sit here and say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, son, for 2004, and I ain't gonna do it no more. Well, we over there. Shut up. Baby, the people's on
But you know, they've been watching that show, really has been watching your show for a while.
That's why they sit there and block me.
I remember like 2022, 2023, I start like noticing, like you'll talk about a topic and then they'll talk about a topic.
Yeah.
Because at one point in time, before Funky Dineva left, I used to watch the commentary. I used to watch the commentary a lot, and I used to be in the comments, or I would call in. I was like, they kind of like doing the same thing. So I do think they've been watching you for a while.
They have. I just think
maybe they took us playing around like too seriously, but I think I want you to stay independent and make your own table.
The reason why I'm gonna say independent because I'm coming in character. And see, the different thing is people is talking about me considered that network. They're mentioning me in emails and messages and posts and all of that. I can talk about it and not talk about it. And that's what get the addict upset. He gets upset like, damn, y'all really taking that. He's still begging to be in front of the white folks. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I love the white folks. How beautiful. They put out the sneaker bars outside and you can get nice cold water and you don't have to worry about bars at bar shield.
Ain't no real
Hey,
hustle, but ain't no real grind behind it because you still gonna have to dilute how you really
still gotta
feel. What's the
dilute.
point of doing
You
it?
know what I'm saying? I love white people. I live right by them. They don't be out there begging. I don't see no bonnets. I don't see people up there trying to sell me loose cigarettes, trying to change my oil, trying to clean my windshield, begging for $3. You know what I'm saying? Trying to sell me an EBT. None of that. So whether they accept me over there or not, we still gonna be me. Because they
Right.
me, you block me, so and I still able
And
to
you
sit
still
there
get a click and a view.
and watch
You
them.
still getting views.
This is
It's not
YouTube.
like you need. It's not like you need them to build engagement. You get engagement
We get
on
it.
your own.
Yeah, we get
I
engagement.
was really excited to see you go live on Twitter. I just want to say the quality on Twitter looks really crispy, clear. It looks really HD. So hopefully I'll be able to catch more of your lives on Twitter. I like seeing you on Twitter too. So that was pretty nice.
Yeah, thank you so very much for that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm gonna continue to be me, independent. And it's nothing wrong with me working with others.
Jason Lee did it, not trying to bring nobody else's name up, but I mean, Jason, nobody. Remember when nobody liked Jason? Like, nobody liked it, Jason. I think people forget, like, not trying to make this about Jason Lee or anything. I'm just using this as an example.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back in the day, nobody liked Jason Lee. People hated him. People wanted to cancel him. Nobody wanted to work with him. Nobody wanted to be seen with him. People used to send like their goons after Jason. And Jason Lee, even though I don't like some of his ways, if you take away all that point and just stick to the facts, like he literally built his own table. Like he built his own table. He didn't have to, dim his light or act a certain way to sit at other people's tables. So when I think of you, Wiley, I think of you not like a Jason Lee, but I feel like your story is going to
and that's
end up being like that. Like you're being able to have your own table, you being able to employ your own people, you have your own network, your own virtual magazine, blog site. So I feel like that is going to be more like your era. I don't see you like falling by the wayside, like what the white networks tell you to do. Kind of like a Wendy Williams,
right? Because I won't be able to feel for that. I just won't, and I drag them because that's what the people want. They want realness. They don't want all that fake stuff. The reason why Tubi is where it is today is because they give you real, or it's not as polished, and people watch. Clearly, people are watching it. So I just
true. Have you seen Tubi though? Tubi updated now. I could tell they getting some money. Their whole layout.
Yeah, it's
so I agree.
It's worth billions of dollars, and us, the Black community, we are the leading force in that. So I feel like being independent is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? I have a microphone.
It may take a little longer.
Right, it takes a little longer, absolutely, but getting there is great. I love it. Taking 2-hour walks from work to home, and I think it's amazing because eventually you will get home, get that a little longer, or you can get in the car, but as long as you get to the destination, and yet you learning while you're walking, and you're learning while you're getting to it, may take you longer, and who knows, whenever that happened, hey, you're gonna forget. You're like, oh, okay, I done made it now, mama, I made it. So so I feel like when we got up today, first of all, we did a great, my pastor, he did a good message that this is your month to being successful. I mean, he really gave a good message. I needed to hear that. Got up today. I wasn't even upset at my Lyft driver that she had her boyfriend in the passenger seat and she was in the driver's seat. I wasn't upset about that.
She had her Pookie and Ray Ray with her.
Yeah, no, it was a beautiful. It was I would say white lady on Mexico, because I can't tell the. But anyway, so it was in the car. It was nice. It was early. They drove me to work or whatever. I had got a free ride with Lyft. I don't know why it was free. That was number. That was number.
Amen.
Because I needed that free. Because taking Ubers and Lyft is each a accounts up, but it said
Very
free.
costly.
So that wasn't nothing but God, because I needed that.
Yeah.
Hey, that wasn't nothing but
Mhm.
him. And then it
Amen.
got in, wasn't upset. I was able to cook my chicken today. I put some chicken drumsticks in.
You ain't burn it today, did you?
No, I didn't. I had put that in a little plastic little thing, put it in my bag,
Mhm.
brought me some water bottles, and I went in that left and I went on to work. And the reason why I don't walk in the morning when it's dark, because while I am black, and I said I don't, it's best to be in the car, to be in there. I want some sunlight so I can see who coming behind me, what phonetic,
Heck, Wiley, they are robbing Girl Scout stands. I don't
Well,
blame
I understand,
you, okay?
but still, I like the daytime. Honestly,
Yeah.
So that's just me, And so yeah, I went on it right there, and then also you got to watch out for the animals and the coyotes and all that stuff.
Yeah, because you're in Texas. Well, I'm happy you're back in Texas.
Right.
I love when you come back to Dallas.
So
everything is just so
right.
clear and the sound's good. So
Yeah, because
the
it's a
coyotes are
different vibe, because you don't have that stress, like you looking at the stress is like totally different. But do I wish
Mhm.
Jason Lee? Well, I look up to Jason, and I read his book. I mean, me and Jason talked about the Wiley Show first. I don't think people remember that. I can pull the video, and this one he was bigger, so that'll just tell you this before the surgery. He was talking about Wiley. This was during the Rona, and I was blowing my nose talking about the book. And this is the me and Jason relationship here. So when people said, "Oh, you working with him after me," no, he talked about me first. Addict, shut up. That man talked about me first. My barber was like, "Dang, what's going on? Congratulations, you going toe to toe with Jason Lee, and you ain't bagged down." So, so when people talk like that, no, let's stop playing. Let's stop playing. This man talked about me first. I have the footage. People from Chicago was texting me. I haven't talked to these people in years, since I was in my 20s. And they said, "Oh, blah, 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 blah." I love that. So, and then he talked about me on his last episode of Gagging. He mentioned me by name. And I loved him for that, because he didn't want to use nicknames. He didn't try to blackball my name or whatever. Like these other addicts, they do that. Don't want to say my name, but still watch. You an addict. Only a addict. Watch, but then act like they don't want to. That's an addict. But you still.
And then they'll swear up and down that they're not watching, but then sooner or later they'll click the link.
Right.
They'll click that link.
So you spoke of Jason's book as an actual reader. Yes. And so I was reading this book as an actual reader. I was reviewing his book. I remember, I can tell you, I was living with my roommate at the time, Theo. And I said, I'm going to Barnes & Noble. I believe I had a car at the time. I got in my 2-door car. Got in, went to Barnes & Noble, purchased his book, the signed copy, and I went home. And I sat on that red couch, and I read the book. And I said, I'm going to read it. And I read it. And during that time, I was heavily in working 6 to 2 schedule. So I would do my morning show at 4 a.m., about 4 a.m. So I got up. So it was early. I'm trying to drink tea. I'm trying to read the book. Baby, my nose was just running. I'm blowing my nose. I'm talking about Jace. I'm stirring over the words. It's early in the morning. And Jace is always talking about Jason, his team. I love the joke because it was hidden. I was just like, somebody was watching my content, was giving the greatest highlights, and just the whole Jason Lee, the reviews of it. I was like, this is amazing. And this particular addict went on their radio show that is canceled now, right? Because they couldn't bring the viewership. So they go up on there. Oh, he's so happy, but he's getting dragged. I don't give a darn. Drag me, but you're still mentioning me. Just say my name. And he said it crystal clear. I was going to go on the Wiley show. And what did Wiley do? He dragged me. Oh, no. He tried to drag me. So I was just like, I could just remember it like it was yesterday. So of course I would talk about Jason because we have history, just like anybody else that I go back and forth. We have history. But to Milagro Gramz, when she said that you messed up relationship, no, baby, you want to lay on your back. You go ahead and lay on your back and you insert all that fakeness. That's why
Right.
you
Yeah.
look the way you look.
When she said that, I was like, well, no.
Yeah, she wants somebody
All because he's not running with the rest of the sheep. That doesn't mean that he's messing up path, like because he's not rolling.
Right,
because
you
remember back in the day, like back in school, where you have like the cool kids, and then you have like it'd be like different types of cliques or whatever. But it's like the cool kids, y'all really like lame because y'all all follow the same thing. Y'all all either wearing the same outfits, lame. Y'all all talking about the same subjects, lame. Y'all both don't know nothing about history, lame. Y'all don't know what's going on in the community. Y'all don't even know what's going on in the United States. That's lame. Like, you know what I'm saying? But y'all think y'all so cool because y'all can finance high interest rates on foreign vehicles or live in a high rise where there's a bunch of
the
homeless
cars is
people
not
begging
paid
for
off?
change.
They're still
No. When you have gap coverage on your vehicle, that means that the vehicle is financed. You can't get gap coverage unless your vehicle is financed. So
oh my God. But the way they making it seem like they just took money out the bank, $355,000, bought the car fresh off the lot.
No.
So you mean to tell me they still playing car notes?
Priorities is all messed up. Living in a
but what about Milagro getting in that
living in some raggedy cheap apartments out in the I think Milagro probably lives like I'm from Houston, and I'm pretty sure Milagro probably lives like on the north side of Houston. Like if you want to like have like really like a nice apartment but with cheap rent, then you'll probably move like to the north side. Like that's out in the country. So I'm pretty sure she probably live in like some income-based apartments
she made
or something.
It seem like she got the money and put it up, and then I'm like, are you really putting up?
Because she's not out. She's not outside. Don't trust me. When I first found out about Milagro Graham and I knew she was from Houston, I asked like a couple of like known people out here in Houston that's really outside, like if they knew her, and everybody was like, who?
Oh yeah, because it's nothing wrong
That's
with
some
it.
Social media stuff. Don't nobody know her out here.
She came against the Wally show. I say there's nothing wrong with that. But what gets me with her is that you try to tell me what I can talk about. Don't do that. Because if you feel like you want to smoke a fat blunt and drive on ice with flip-flops and Crocs, do that. It's illegal. And you put that beautiful white lady at risk. Driving high off weed. And then when you get in a car accident, don't your premium go up or down?
It goes up.
Okay.
It goes up. So yeah, she was talking all that noise online, but trust me, I know that insurance is kicking her ass. Oh, sorry, I ain't mean to cuss, but I know it's yeah. So don't let nobody make you feel like nothing.
They don't make me feel.
This is for anybody. Don't let nobody else make you feel like something less because they got something, that's like high end or whatever. Because trust me, they are struggling to pay it. Yeah, struggling.
For me, I refuse to struggle while trying to pay for something, and I can just walk or take the bus or take an Uber and Lyft.
Not to impress nobody online.
Just to impress somebody. I said no, thank you. I said no, thank you, because I'm doing it another way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to invest in something that bring me back an income. Right.
That's why they mad.
Right. So if I ever want to do it again, I want to buy a car off the lot, something. I don't want nothing too expensive because I wanted to run nice, great AC, great heat, 4-door, this, great. Well, I can get a Bluetooth so I can listen to my gospel tunes and I'm good. And
then they stupid because they getting these foreign cars and they ain't even writing this off on the tax write-off to even get the money back. So
right.
they dumb.
So
they probably financing that stuff in their mama's name.
Right.
They need their mama to co-sign
so
for
that's how that goes, and all of that. And then she was mad because it triggered her. But she put my name in the title. It triggered her on Instagram. It really, really triggered her because I challenged her authority. And I challenged this idea of her being a part of this cult. She's running a cult. That's ain't nothing but a nature woman. That's it.
Did you talk about him?
I did. I talked about nature. Yeah, I talked about nature.
Yeah, you dropped so much new content, which I really love.
I did.
So I be having to catch up to stuff.
Yeah, I talked about it.
I be having to play catch up.
I know it's a lot because I talked to a viewer and she said, Wiley, I watch you when I'm on getting ready for work, and when I'm watching you getting ready for work, I will watch you because I can't watch you at work. And so many people were telling me, hey, Wiley, I'm just not in the chat, but I'm watching you. I'm catching up on the replays. So I think that's why
that's me too.
That's why I entertain the show, and people get mad because, oh, you didn't see my comment. You didn't cash app or you didn't super chat. How do you expect?
Yeah, you gotta pay y'all gotta pay y'all tithes, y'all.
Right. If you really want, honestly, if you really want me to see your comment, at least send a cash app or super chat.
I agree.
Super chat because your comment going to stand out, and I read all the super chat comments, right? So I just don't understand that you want me to stay focused on the chat. No, I'm staying focusing on the show. And then if you super chat, then of course I will read your comment if you just want me to read that comment. But other than that,
right,
I focus on the show because there's so many people that don't focus on the chat. They focus on what I say on video. They focus on that. So, but I still, every once in a while, if I have time to really do it, look at it, be more engaging. But some topics I really have to keep my focus because I got to get my talking points together. Sometimes I go on these rants, but today was really good because I saw Natalie Nunn on Instagram.
Her stupid tail.
I saw the Zeus stuff, and I really, really saw it. And the reason why I can have this much creativity is because when I'm walking, I'm able to give thoughts about this subject, that subject. And I don't know what I'm going to say. I just look at, okay, that's the subject. I don't prepare. I don't write anything down about what I'm going to say. It just comes over me when I come on camera. I don't know if I'm going to stand. Maybe I'll sit. I don't know. It all depends on when the lights come on. So that was it. But I love you.
Yeah. Thank you, Wiley. I really keep up the great work. The numbers are going up. The Wiley show is going up.
Yes. Love you.
I really appreciate it. Love you too. Have a great night, Wiley.
All right, you too.
Bye.
I be trying to get done in this show early, child, but love you all. T1000 said, walk and exercise, spend money on assets and not a liability. Yes, thank you. Someone said they sent me $20. Okay. Yeah, $20.24. I don't know what that means, but it means something important because they made sure to send me $20.24. God bless you. And somebody sent me $10 on Zelle. I love that. No, for real, Wiley got us through. Yes, I love y'all for that because y'all got me through it. And baby, I was getting through it and eating, and I have to lose it. Hey, I have to lose that. And my friend Theo was like, it look like I'm gaining the weight that you're losing because I'm saying you get lazy because you in that car. You better roll it. Okay, you better be out there and walking. And so I'm back into this. When I first came to Dallas, I was active on the bus. I was active on the train. I was active walking because I had that Chicago mindset of being active outside. And now I said, oh, let me go back to being active. You know what I'm saying? I'm very aware of my surroundings. I'm looking around, making sure everything is good. This is the year of the Wiley takeover. Okay. This is my year of growth. This is my year of amazing opportunities. This is my year. I feel it. I believe it. I can sense it. Right. And I've been putting in the work. You can clearly see a shift from last year to this year. My true supporters can clearly see that. Even those that can't can see it as well. So thank you all so very much. Another episode, you guys. 2024 year of exposure. God bless you. Thank you to all that had super chatted and cash app me. I will see y'all later. Now I gotta go eat. Cause child, we been I have a schedule, okay? And I still gotta be at this computer doing work. But I'm gonna be on the screen for about 30 more minutes. I'm going to go be chilling in my bed. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Hey, for Facebook. Okay, we got somebody. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. But. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Hey, Amy.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Finally, gee, I was on hold for so long. But
Well, you should have called in.
I mean, but you still was on the phone. But first, where you get those blue gloves from? Did you steal them from your CNA job?
No, I have plenty gloves because
But
when the pandemic happened, you had to have gloves, you had to have masks, you had to have hand sanitizer, you had to have everything.
but why do you have them on? I'm just curious.
Because it's my hands.
But normally you don't have them on, so I'm
Because
like,
I
what's...
wanted to put it on my hands. Have you checked the comedy and made sense to put on gloves?
Typically you don't wear them, so I just wanted to know what was
Well,
different.
typically I didn't want to put on a gray turtleneck, but I put on a gray turtleneck. Things change.
What was different about today? Because when I seen you
The
doing your
weather, the topics. We talking about surgeries. So I wanted to put on some gloves.
okay, you gonna have your white lab coat like a storm next time?
No, not necessarily. I don't own. Do you want to cash at me so I can
That's
get
your
a
favorite go-to.
no,
No,
you asked me a question. I don't have a right. That's a great idea. You can cash at me and I'll go get one.
I just mail you one from the thrift.
Oh, okay. You gonna mail one to the P.O. box? That's gonna be more money, but okay.
Yeah, but I just wanted to chime in to discuss your girl Milagro real quick.
Go ahead.
Now, I used to watch her show faithfully and I still do tune in, but I had to take a step back a little bit from the what is that? What's the other app that she used? Hold on, let me see. Um Oh, Station Head. I just noticed that basically after she do her show, she allow all of her, I don't want to call them minions, but basically like all they do is argue and fight with each other, and it's just a lot of in-house bickering.
Mhm.
And I got annoyed with that, so I wanted to express how I felt. So I got on her Discord one time and I wanted to tell her like, "Hey, you the leader. As soon as your people," and this really like her favorites, they always go at it. So I'm like, you should step in. I'm like, Nicki Minaj, you don't see her squad or her posse in-house fighting. They fight other people, but they don't fight each other. And so of course, she was loud, over talking me, and then she removed me from Discord. So hopefully she can hear this message. And then she was like, well, you part of the problem because you don't donate no money. But anyway,
I agree with her on that.
of course, of course. So have you ever been over to Station Head and heard all of the arguing and fighting?
I've been on her station here multiple times, but I don't go over there as much because I'm building my own show. This is my wife. Milagro is the side chick. I'm focusing on my wife now.
Okay, I was just wondering what was your thoughts here, because at first I think
My thoughts is she is a cult leader. That's Nature Woman, and those are her cult followers.
at first, because it was new to me, it was novel. At first, it was entertainment, but
Uh-huh.
then I noticed a consistency, and then it got to the point where she would mute herself, and then everybody would just be fighting, like Kira and Jalen, like they would just be arguing amongst each other. And then I had realized that the longer she's on Station Head, the more she get paid.
The more
So
number
she
right. Right.
So she probably be cooking, doing her own thing, not even listening. The whole time she making money off of them
Right.
bickering and arguing. But it's bigger than that. It's like you want to build a cult following, as you say, but the goal should be everybody should get along so we can build something
But they don't
wonderful.
want, but ma'am, I want to challenge that. That sounds good. But in reality, if you want the type of followers that she desire, because you're not dealing with a get along type of woman. This woman actually cheated on her boyfriend, got pregnant, and went to the chop shop, and then lied and said, I got a degree and this really, really happened. That's her. This type of woman always bring this type of woman got there and she lied and said she was Beyonce's first cousin. This type of woman does that. Then she talk about she's such this great mother, but you never hear a child say "goo goo gaga" or "mama" or "Teletubbies" or "do do 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 bye bye bye." You don't hear none of that.
Well,
So
sometimes she do let her kids like come to the mic, and of course they just well, I
that's
don't want to
whenever
speak better.
the custody. That's whenever her first baby daddy bring them over.
And
They
then
not over
she
there 24/7.
the kids be like, send me my money on Cash App. And I'm
That's
like,
all. That's all they gotta do because that money gonna go towards them child support payments.
I don't want to, talk about anybody's
I will.
kids.
I will.
But I just hopefully she hear this since I was trying
Because
to
her
tell her.
husband, that her first baby daddy, he working at Walmart breaking down boxes. He got to get child support. She got all them $20, $40, $100, $300 here, $800. She paid child support to her man.
And the other day she said that he's a personal trainer. Then I started thinking, well, why you went and got lipo and had all this
Cause she
surgery?
exactly because she lied. Like she gonna tell the tow driver, oh yeah, I gotta talk to my man, but he told me it's gonna be okay. You ain't got no man, Tommy Milagro.
So you don't think she finished school? She
No, she
graduated?
finished on school. The best thing she did, she barely made it out of 8th grade, and that was it.
I mean, well, in this day and age, I guess you probably don't really need. Well, let me not say that,
Well, she
but
got a yoni, and she got a yoni, and you can pretty much make it with a yoni. She got a loud mouth. She got a filter. She made her noise on the internet for her. She made it. Not for everybody. Most people better have 50 degrees to make it.
yeah, I
But
do wish
she found her lane.
like she talk a big talk, but I wish the confidence was like really there, because if it was, she wouldn't be apprehensive or scared to get on live and just pop your shit. You don't
She
need
can't
no
get online
filter, no
showing that
Nathan.
face. She know what the type of face she got. That's why she put it on there 50 shades of filter.
So I just kind of feel salty when I kind of like waste my time. Not basically like for the last 3-4 years I was watching faithfully, and then it just dawned on me like this is low vibrational. This is chaos.
It is low vibrational. I go over there every once in a while and I tap up out of there because low vibrational. I don't do that. I entertain. And then Milagro, how you let your followers cuss each other out? I never sit here and be
It's
on
so
YouTube.
consistent all the time. I had to delete the station head app because I only got it to watch her show. But
Right.
but
And then
yeah,
she got booted out the top one spot. See, I told you, them white folks on the white apps, they let you build it up. Then they was able to finesse and get all that money because they get a share of it because they got the app with Apple and Spotify. They get a cut. And guess who they picked? None but all them Asian people and all of them people they started coming, and it booted up out the top 10 spot.
yeah, but it's really just the in-house bickering, and I don't understand why she don't nip it in the bud. And of course, you're gonna say, "Oh, everybody grown, they can do their own thing," but it's
That's
like,
how she get her $20.
yeah, cause she just have it on mute, and I don't even think I think she be passively listening, and she just let them argue, but whole time she's still making money. So anyway, I was just like, damn, why didn't I realize this a few years ago? But because it was so new to me, I guess, and during the panoramic, I don't know, I just.
Yeah, you got hooked on it, but at least you got free from it, right? You got free from it. You didn't need no
Amen.
antibiotics either, like the Nature Boy followers. So you got out of it. Did you ever
Yeah.
go to one of them set them gasm meet and greets?
No.
Okay, so then yeah, so you ain't gonna get no, you don't have to get no antibiotics. But if you'd have went there, because they do man on man, man, woman, man,
But I thought it was out of the country anyway. It wasn't even in the States.
it was in the States with Milagro, baby. They in Houston in an Airbnb.
Oh. Oh, you talking about the what they every November they have the what she call them? I
Yeah,
forget, but basically it'd be arguing and fighting there too.
yeah,
Oh, mob camp or something like that.
that's all what it is. And you get to screw each other in the room.
And so the main person that she would bring up on station here all the time. Nah, they didn't just feel like it's too much drama. So I had I just had to chuck the deuces, but I just want her and her people to know that we are better as a collective. You know how they say the whole goal is to divide and conquer, and so since she have this mighty platform, it would behoove her to bring people together. And once they start that petty nonsense, bickering about not whatever it be, then she should step in. But in her head, she's like, "Oh, they grown. I'm gonna let them." But it's like like she'll do her station head show, and then she'll end it on Twitch or whatever, and then she'll let them go at it for like hours at a time. And I'm just like, how is this building? It just don't make sense to me. But she is younger than me, so maybe in her head the math is mathing, but in the grand scheme of things, do you see Nicki Minaj allowing her, because that's the person she kind of worships. So it's like, do you see her allowing her barbs to do in-house fighting? No, she trained them up so they can fight other people, the other cliques. So she should probably take a page out of that book.
Yeah.
So I just really, because I know she'd be tuning into your stuff or people be sending her clips. So this is what I wanted to say to her. But when I was on Station Head, she basically overtalked me and
But that's
removed me.
that's what she do. She did
So
that to me on Instagram. But I'm a man, so it's different. So I demand respect, and I have a platform. So that's why she over there breathing heavy right now watching.
right, I know her little fingers want to come up, but it is what it is.
Mhm.
So that's about all I had wanted to say. Unless you got some questions for the
No,
queen.
I don't have any questions. You have said it all. Thank you so very much.
All right, take care.
Love you.
All right, thank
Bye
you.
bye. Okay. Woo. Wasn't that good? Wasn't that good? Send me $20. Okay. I love y'all so very much. Y'all have been here and showing me so much love. This has been a great show. I will continue to support you guys by coming on here and entertaining you, because I know life is life. Some of you all work, some of y'all want to wind down, and I have to do it because you do work stressful jobs, and you work for all my people that's in corporate America, all my truck drivers, all my food service workers, healthcare workers, people in tech, all type of workers that's work, city workers, state, all type of people. Thank you all for y'all amazing support. We're gonna do an after show on Station Head. Absolutely, we're gonna do an after show on Station Head when my chicken drumsticks is in the air fryer. But we love you all so very much. Okay, I can't get up with her in that black screen. Enjoy the show. Enjoyed the show tonight. Thank you, pretty. Hey, thank you. Love you all so very much. This has been a beautiful, beautiful show, man. Been putting in the work. I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna be back tomorrow doing some shows, and we was gonna try to do the Jason Lee stuff and for that election, but I don't know because it's a 2 hour. They're 2 hours behind me. If that makes sense. Like right now, it's about 7:41 p.m. So the polls won't even close until like 10 p.m. I believe the polls close at 7 or 8. Do it close at 7? So if it closes at 7, it will be 9 p.m. my time. So we will probably can talk about it, okay? If the polls close at 7. I don't know if it's 7 a.m. to 7. I have to, yeah, okay. So we'll try to do some political commentary on that. So all the people say, oh, he talk about it. Shut up. We talk about everybody. Wally, who watching your show? Everybody. Yeah, her, everybody. Everybody watching the show. Love you all so very much. Now, y'all head over to the station here. I'm about to play a song over there. Y'all better head over to the station here. Let me play a song. So y'all can come on over here. Okay. All right. We gonna go over station head. And then her followers, they don't come over to the Wiley Show trying to argue. You can't. Okay. Hold on. Okay. All right. All right. So make sure I go live. Right. Covering different local. Yes, I had to. Y'all head on over to Station Head. Head on over to Station Head. If you are not on Station Head, head on over to Station Head right now. Head on over to Station Head. All right. So we can get into some things over there on Station Head. All right. Make sure y'all like. We'll talk to y'all later. I gotta go. I gotta eat. Child, my stomach is growling. Okay. I feel like ordering something, but we ain't got it. We gonna put it on the air fryer. I stretched out today. Walk before work, 30 minutes. You ready to vote tomorrow, Wiley? Yes, absolutely. Wiley don't never want to end the show. No, I do want to end the show. I do. I want to make sure I got all the announcements out. Absolutely. You know, make sure y'all go vote. It's so many places gonna be out there. Make sure y'all go vote. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.